What's up, level uppers? The Beast NJ here, aka Dean, associated by my combatant in the Trophy Wars, Greg Verga. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
It's the final countdown. Oh, are we gonna get flagged for that? I sound exactly like him, so I don't know if that's
Probably
bad.
not, because
Okay.
you sound like a bird being choked out by its mother.
And the shit talking has commenced, ladies and gentlemen.
So, if you guys aren't caught up, we have started a Trophy War. It is the Level Up Network's first season. We're trying to do a new thing here, where we're going to do a different theme, kind of a thing to keep things interesting and new for you guys. So what we're doing for the springtime is Greg and I decided to go head-to-head in a Trophy War on the PlayStation Network. So why don't you explain to them, Greg, how we're calculating this, since we obviously did have a whole bunch of trophies already.
Alrighty, yeah. So we kind of struggled with the idea of whether or not to make new accounts to count all the trophies we had in the past, but we found this method thanks to Drew. We'll give him the credit, even though I don't want to give him the credit. Drew, it's our idea. Get off our show. No. We originally had trophy scores, and when we decided to do this, we took all of the trophies added up values from the website psntrophyleaders.com. And if you go to that website, you can type in any username and you find out their score. I don't know the exact ratio off the top of my head, but it's something around bronze trophies equal, I think, 10, all the way to platinums equaling 180 points. So the rarity of trophies will equal more. Our original scores, mine was 40,680, and Dean's, yours was?
355.
So as you guys can tell, I'm already in the lead, so obviously I'm going to win. No, I'm kidding. Those don't count. Those mean nothing right now. So now as we earn more trophies, we kept that original score, and we'll subtract the trophy points that we have currently from that original score to get us our points now. And after week 1, where are we at, Dean?
Well, after week 1, I'm proud to say that I am at 1,020 points. And Greg, did you want to say it, or did you want me to just ease that burn for you?
Guys, okay, let's explain here a little bit. I go to college still, and I had midterm week this week. And
I'm in college too, buddy.
I know, but it's not fair. It's not fair. I have 390 points. But, to my fairness, I've only played 1 game this week. Well, 2 if you count index.
Whose fault is that, though?
Because of midterms. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to annihilate Dean. Dean's going to talk all his smaggering and the beast.
All right. Well, just in case you're having trouble figuring that out, that puts me over 600 points ahead just in week 1. Just saying. Hashtag your mother. Hashtag truth booth that, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god. Don't bring Louise into that. Louise has nothing to do with the trophy war.
If you guys did want to follow us and check in on our scores from time to time on your own, like Greg said, you just go to psntrophyleaders.com.
Yep.
And you can type in either my gamertag or Greg's gamertag. Mine is the Beast NJ. Greg's is Greg_Verga, correct?
Correctamundo.
And if you look on the left-hand side, it says leaderboard rankings. And we're going by the top number. It says standard, and then there's a number of points underneath. So you will need to know our original scores that we started with, so you can do the math and deduct that. But if you don't feel like doing all that work, you can just follow us on Twitter. I'm at the Beast NJ. Greg is at, is it Greg Verga or underscore?
Oh yeah, this is my life. All my accounts are all different. My Twitter is at Greg Verga, no underscore. But my PSN, everybody, is Greg_Verga. You will also find a Greg Verga on PSN, but that's not the account we're using for this.
Okay, mine's actually reverse that. On PSN, I'm at the Beast NJ, and then on Twitter, I'm at the Beast_NJ.
Aren't we just the most confusing individuals ever?
Pretty much. Dude, there's some dude he's got my Twitter handle. I've reached out to him like 12 times to try to get it, and he's not even he hasn't tweeted since like 2008.
Is that the penultimate episode of Trophy Wars? We go there in our Trophy War gear, and we murder him and get your Twitter name back?
I hope we come together as partners.
The alliance forms.
So yeah, but it's probably easier to just follow us on Twitter or to check in on what we're doing, so you don't have to do all the math. But so let's talk a little bit about what games we were working on through this past week 1 of our Trophy War. Why don't you go ahead and start?
Alrighty, I had Resident Evil Revelations 2, Episode 3. I got into that on Indie, as you guys probably saw this week, and a little bit last week. I got, I want to say 4 trophies in that game total, so that was good. And then today I hopped into a little bit of the Jak and Daxter collection. I started off with Jak and Daxter, the original, the Precursor Legacy, and I'm about as I'm looking at my television right now because I have the game up, 37% of the way through on that game, which I think I'll be able to get through that. That's all for me so far, as you can tell. My whopping 390 points there. How about you, sir?
But that's not bad because like you were saying, you got that up in like a day. When we had first set the scores, it was like 45 or 65 or something in like 700. So
I cried a little. It was fine.
That's pretty good though, considering you did that in like one night. And those Resident Evil games are pretty short, I think, right?
Yeah, those episodes are only an hour and a half each.
Okay.
But there's a lot I was discovering with everybody on the stream and like the extra raid modes, and you have to buy these different modes for each hour and a half episode. So like for instance, one of them will be all the enemies throughout the entire hour and a half episode are invisible. You can't see them. So like you have to beat the game with that, and that'll get you a trophy. So not a hard platinum necessarily, but just a time consuming one.
Okay, gotcha.
How about you, Game Last, sir?
Oh, well, I was kind of all over the place through the week one. Since we began this, I was going through a bunch of. I went through OlliOlli 2, Super Stardust Ultra, Valiant Hearts, and The Walking Dead was really like my main disc-based game that I was playing. But yeah.
I forgot about that. That's
indies.
going to be a lot of trophies there for you because that's just pop after pop.
Yeah, and I have Season 2 as well sitting on my shelf.
That one not a platinum, unfortunately. But yeah, that'll be the same thing.
That's all right. Yeah. I'll take what I can get here. Yeah. But I was going to play them anyway before the Trophy Wars, so this is just a happy bonus for me. But
100%. Are you liking The Walking Dead, just to throw that in there?
I like it a lot, yeah.
Okay,
I personally prefer The Wolf Among Us. That was my first Telltale game, and that's why I decided to get into The Walking Dead. But yeah, personally, The Wolf Among Us was a little bit more my thing. But I do like The Walking Dead.
I think you'll like Season 2 a bit more, because then like the UI changes and stuff like that too. They improved it from The Wolf Among Us for Season 2 of The Walking Dead, so it'll be good.
Well, that's good to know. It's good, though. The story's really cool. It's just a little bit slow-paced for me.
Yeah. Do you love some Clementine, as I'm wearing her hat right now?
She's all right. I mean, I'm not as crazy about her as I feel like everybody else is.
I cried, Dean. I love that little girl.
She's no Big B, the big bad wolf. I'll tell you that.
Oh, kill me now. I've never played The Wolf Among Us, so you can just name all these fantasy characters, you piece of crap.
Me and the Big Bad Wolf are kind of like kindred souls, so maybe I just relate a little bit more to him.
Who's afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? The Big Bad Wolf.
But all right, so what was your most difficult trophy? Would you say that you've achieved?
Out of all of the ones I got so far, the Jak and Daxter ones have just been like collection trophies, especially for the first game. It's basically like The Walking Dead. You get every story component you hit, you get a trophy for. But the collecting of like the scout flies, I don't know if you remember. Did you play Jak and Daxter?
I played the first one, yeah, and then part of the second one.
Okay, yeah. So there's like scout flies to collect, precursor orbs, and then you have the power cells, which that's just a time struggle there. My hardest trophy, most difficult-wise, would probably be Resident Evil. There was a hidden trophy that I luckily got, but otherwise it probably would have been a really hard trophy. It's really rare on the PSN leaderboards. At one point, Claire gets tackled by this crazy-looking zombie with crazy bloody arms and stuff, and you have to switch your character and have Moira kill the guy instead of having Claire do it, because then if Moira does it, she goes through this whole story sequence about how she killed her sister. Spoilers, everybody. It's a very sad moment. But yeah, that was definitely my most difficult trophy. And then probably my easiest would have been, I would say, yeah, the Jak and Daxter, just any of the story ones, just going through and unlocking those. How about you?
The most difficult I would probably have to say is you get a trophy for completing all of the stages of OlliOlli 2.
Ooh.
And the last 2 levels of OlliOlli 2 I've been referring to as Dark Souls difficult, because it is like punishingly difficult, dude. You like I sat there for like, I just kept one of like the features of OlliOlli 2 is that instead of having to go through the menu, you can just hit triangle and it'll restart the level for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, I just sat there and tapping triangle for like at least 3 hours. It was like super hard. My easiest trophy is probably anything from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I really would you just play through it and they pop. So
yeah.
But that's about it for me. What are you thinking of getting into for week 2 of our great trophy war?
See, now, we both talk about, and we've mentioned a lot through the show and other venues of our YouTube channel and whatnot, that we both have very ginormous backlogs. So this is kind of helping me kind of chug through that little by little.
Yeah, same here.
I have games like the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 collection. Greg, you love Kingdom Hearts, whatever. I haven't even touched those, so that's 6 games right there. I was thinking about hopping into those. I have both the God of War the whole saga. I have to get into that. I have the Sly Cooper collection. I was probably going to keep chugging through Jak and Daxter, try to finish that up this week. But then games like Mirror's Edge I have from way back in the day, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. So we're just going to try to hit little games here and there. How about you?
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably keep plugging away at some of these indies. I have like you and I discussed before. I have Strider in my library. I haven't downloaded it yet, but yeah, I have a few indie games like that I want to tap. What I'm trying to do, I'll divulge my strategy to you, even though you're technically the enemy right now. Is I'm revolving between like 2 or 3 indie games and then playing through like a AAA title as well. So I kind of have like this system I'm going through. Okay. So I'm just constantly kind of trying to earn these trophies. But yeah, this week I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll start up Strider. I'll probably finish up Valiant Hearts, and then I want to get into something bigger like. I have Tomb Raider I started playing on my PlayStation 3.
Oh, that's my game!
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's really good. Yeah, I got the PS Plus version of that. Yeah. Or I'm also thinking of starting Far Cry 4 finally. So.
Maybe we'll do like a Far Cry 4 stream, because I haven't started that yet either, and that game whole way through is co-op. So maybe we'll drop in there, go for different trophies, but be in the same world and stream together.
All right, then I'm gonna wait for you to do that then, because I would actually like to check out some of the co-op.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and I think we could help each other, quote unquote, get some trophies in that game. But I shall prevail, Dean.
It'll be a what do they call that? A temporary alliance.
Yeah, we'll go again, and then we're also killing the man that has the BSNJ Twitter name at some point during this season of the show. God rest his soul, everybody. We don't know his actually.
Well, that sounds good to me, dude. I'm excited. I'm having a good time, like you said, just plowing through my backlog here. So I wish you the best of luck. We are best friends and sworn enemies.
I don't need luck, Dean. You're the one that needs luck, because I'm coming back at you this week. I bet you... Wait, can we make a small bet in this bet that we're doing?
What do you got? Yeah, maybe.
Week 2, Greg comes back on top, coming at you, and I'll be there next week, so we could do a video in person together that we can film.
So you're wagering that you'll be ahead of me by the time we do week 2's video.
Correct, Amunda.
And
I don't know what I'm wagering. Can we make a good wager for this?
What do you got? You want to add something on to the end sentence here?
Oh, God bless. I don't know. I'm scared now. Now you made me nervous.
You should be scared.
I want to say, what are our terms right now are... Game winner gets to pick a game for the other person to play, and the speech, right?
And the speech, yeah. But the winner gets to write the speech, and I think we should clarify here. You have to read the speech like you mean it. You can't be like, oh.
Oh yeah, no. That's the thing.
You have to sell it. You know what I mean?
Now, can I add on to that?
I'll do the same. I will 100% do the same.
Can I add on to that we have to read the speech? If I'm ahead of you in week 2, you have to read the speech in full drag, wig, dress. All of it. You have to be female beast.
Whoa, that's a big add-on for one small wager.
Let's do this now this season. Every week we'll add on a wager to the end speech. I like this.
All right.
So if Greg's on top, week 2, Dean has to dress as Belle from Beauty and the Beast. As he
when
reads,
am I supposed to have access to a costume that allows?
I have these things, and you'll fit into them, sir. I have wigs, I have dresses, don't ask questions.
We are not the same size, Greg.
No.
I'm like 3 times the size of you.
It'll fit. It'll work. And then if you're on top next week, what's your wager?
Belle specifically, but okay. I'll agree to the drag.
Yeah, we'll do the dress and wig. We'll agree to that. Not Belle, but we'll try to make you look as beautiful as possible.
All right, so if I am on top, again, you mean? Like, okay, do I get to pick a different wager for the second time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now you're on top week 2. What do you want to wager for the end?
Oh, man.
I know. We didn't even think of this, guys. This just happened. Spoilers.
I don't know. I guess, now that I know it's happening, I can think of better ones for, like, the videos to come.
So you take time to ponder that, because I sprung this on you?
No. We'll do both of us. We'll agree to the dress and wig.
This isn't a bad thing for me. I feel like I do this with, like, stuff anyway, but
well,
yeah, I'm down.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I
know. That'll be our tack on for week 1.
Okay.
And then next time we'll know to each come prepared with our own add-on. But they should be, I feel like, a little bit smaller, because we have 12 weeks to kill here.
Drag is not that big of a deal. You put on a wig and a dress and you read it.
All right.
It just looks hysterical. I just want to see you in a wig and a dress.
All right. Well, You better start earning some trophies if you want to see that, then, son.
You better start earning some trophies if you want to see some of that, there, son. Guys, that was me mocking Dean, everyone. That was what I did.
Well, so just to recap, and to rub a little bit of salt in the wound here, that leaves the Beast NJ at 1,020 points and Gregory at 390 points. We'll see what happens in week 2. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe you guys have some suggestions for things you might want to see added onto our little wager here. So let us know in the comments below if you have any good ideas for us, or tweet at us. Make sure you subscribe to the Level Up Network and keep on coming back here and checking out on this great trophy war every week for the next 12 weeks. Well, I guess 11 weeks if you're counting this week. And
Correct.
Yeah, until next time, guys. Remember to level up. Greg, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, you maniacal, crazy son of a beep.
I'll see you on the battlefield, sir.
We love you all. Level up!
Level up.